Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the FP Journe Octolune Black Label in PT950. That's right, platinum and the 42mm. You can see and you can purchase this deluxe moon phase on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Octolune Black Label. Now the watch in 42 is a bit of a spectacle, one of the largest timepieces available from FP Journe, and only available as a 42 since the tail end of 2015. This watch has a completely different aesthetic from most of the early Journe pieces, as the distinction between the 38mm original case size and the 42 is quite pronounced. Now the watch has an imposing wrist presence. As you can see, 42mm across the round of the case. The timepiece does cut a striking figure on my 16cm wrist, but if you are like me, slight of wrist, but you enjoy the big watch look, the watch does fit well. It's still slim in profile, 10.4mm with a generously domed bezel profile. It's an easy one to wear underneath a shirt cuff. Now you'll note from lug to lug the watch has expanded, but it's still 51.4mm from lug to lug. So if you can wear a modern 40mm Rolex Submariner with the solid end link bracelet, you can wear this no difficulty. Now the timepiece does feature curved spring bars that trace the arc of the case and allow the strap to be drilled closer to the case further up the lugs. What this does is it creates a very integrated look with scarcely any daylight visible between strap, end, and case. It also allows the strap to be able to bend unconstrained straight down. As you can see, if you do have a small wrist like me and you need to pull the strap tight, it's not going to fight you in the process. You'll also note that FP Journe continues to use practical pull-tab spring bars that allow you to quickly and easily withdraw the tabs, pop the strap off, and engage in close cleaning between the lugs, or simply to swap the strap altogether. Now you'll note this watch features an FP Journe strap with large rectangular scale alligator leather in black with a semi-gloss finish, a monotone stitch, and a folded edge, and on the underside a supple calfskin. You'll also note the watch features a matching platinum buckle. Now the timepiece is hefty, all in platinum with a solid gold movement. You're getting an awful lot of precious metal in this timepiece. The case is simple but visually strong. Now something of an FP Journe signature. You can see that there's a little bit of overlap between the lip of the bezel and the lip of the case back, superimposed if ever so slightly over the mid case where they cantilever outward on the side. The lines are simple, but there is a combination of straight geometries, as you can see in profile, twin parallel lines of the case band, and then as you turn away you can see the curvature of the bezel. You can see the integrated curve of the lugs into the case band. All of high polish. It's well chosen on this timepiece as the slim profile prevents the appearance of unintentional flamboyance or garish excess. Now the dial is matte black. As you can see, it's not a gloss finish. It's matte, discreet, it's non-reflective, and simply arrayed. A beautiful combination of a bezel secured with bolts, all of high polish, framing an inner dial with applied numerals for hours 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, and 11. You'll also note the characteristic Journe tapered biomorphic hands, but there is a baton-style counterweighted constant seconds hand. Now the detailing on the dial is excellent. As you can see, both feature a railroad track outboard of the center, and you'll note sectors for the constant seconds. Oversized date, moon phase, and a 120-hour indicated power reserve. It's worth mentioning that the features of the dial have been scaled up individually to match the 42mm case, so it's not simply a matter of expanding the dial blank, expanding the case, and sticking the same features in. Everything matches. Everything has been scaled in proportion, including the crown, which is larger than on previous versions and smaller cases. Now you'll note that the dial is robustly legible in spite of the fact that you might question how a night sky moon phase might be read against a black base. It's actually quite easy. And you'll also note that the contrast of the applied numerals and hands is superb in spite of the use of polished metal on top of a white base. Double-digit date. All indications of the moon phase and the double-digit date are executed through the crown. Turn it all over and you're looking at FP Journe caliber 1303. It's a unidirectional winding, automatic with a 5-day power reserve. Truth be told, it'll run a little bit longer than that. And it uses a very efficient system at center which combines unidirectional winding, something the Octas have used since roughly mid-2007, with ceramic rotor bearings for high efficiency and minimal maintenance needs. Now you'll note the balance is exceptionally large with a high moment of inertia, and it's also free sprung, the two features combining to allow the watch to be regulated quite precisely and then resist deviation due to bumps, vibrations, or concussion on the wrist. Now you'll also note that it is beautifully executed in 18-karat solid rose gold. 3 different finishes, actually I would say 4 different finishes. As you can see, high polish on the marquee of the rotor, a barleycorn pattern cut by traditional guilloche rose lathe method on the rotor, circular Côte de Genève beautifully aligned across the bridges of the timepiece, and then beneath an even and tight perlage. You'll actually note there are 2 perlage patterns on the base plate, one that is larger, one that is smaller and tighter immediately below the balance. All screw heads are black polished, and there is a handsome anglage or rounded edge mirror shined at the periphery of each bridge. It also maintains a slim profile despite the high power reserve, automatic winding, and the complication for the double-digit date and the moon phase. Now, of course, the black label is exceptionally exclusive. No more than 2 of each model may be sold per FP Journe boutique or espace per year. And it's important to note that you must be a proven prior FP Journe owner simply to order the black label. So figure 2 of these per point of sale per year, plus you have to already be a member of the club. However, this one, available pre-owned, is ready for immediate delivery. This could very well be your first FP Journe, and quite frankly, it would be the last one you'll ever need. Large, emblematic of the brand's design, emblematic of FP Journe's engineering and watchmaking ethic, this is a timepiece for the ages. See it and own it on our website.